Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just muted the audio on purpose because I was communicating with the other audience. Ah, okay, you did 띄어쓰기? Okay, okay. So 띄어쓰기. Then I have to. Yeah, I actually. Oh, I got it. So. So I don't know, maybe he's busy. But anyway, so I already let him know how to come here. So 제가 그쪽 이제 보내는 놨어요. 오늘 바쁘면 뭐 오늘이 제일 바쁜 날이라고 그러는데 바쁘면 이제 못 오시는 거겠고 오실 수 있으면 오겠죠. 오케이. 일단 들어왔네요. 근데 어떻게 그렇게 금방 찾았지? 나는 채널을 찾아서 들어와야 된다고 생각했거든요. 이 채널 이름이 그럼 어떻게 된 거지? 채널 이름 자체가 12020 캠페인. 이걸 그냥 붙여서 쓸 걸 그랬나봐요. 괜찮겠지 뭐. 그럼 만약에 이 채널을 그냥 들어간다 치면 5시 51분. 일단 이걸 지우고 edit, delete. 오케이. 저도 지금 유튜브에서 방송하는 게 아직까지는 선배들 응원 가는 준비 선배들 응원 가는 준비한다고요? 아니 뭐 무슨 날인지는 모르겠지만 바쁘다고 하시니까. 수능이 연기됐다고요? 수능이 연기됐다네요. 지진 여파 때문에. 시험장 앞에서 따뜻한 차 나눠주고 하는 문화? 시험장 앞에서 따뜻한 차를 나눠준다고요? 그런 게 있구나. 미국에는 뭐 SAT는 자기가 날짜 정해서 여러 번 칠 수 있기 때문에 한국도 좀 그렇게 됐으면 좋겠다. 너무 부담스러울 것 같아. 수능날 아프고 이러면은 너무 나 그 부담 생각하기도 싫어요. 미국에는 그냥 자기가 치고 싶은 날짜에 쳐서 여러 번 쳐가지고 점수 잘 나온 것만 대학교 내면 되거든요. 우리나라도 왜 그렇게 안 될까? 진짜 간단하게 생각하면은 이렇게 수능 날짜에 이렇게 수능이라는 거에 부담을 줄일 수 있을 텐데. 그래서 다른 나라가 어떻게 하는지를 보면 오히려 좋은 그게 나올 텐데. 어쨌든 여러분 이게 글로벌 방송으로 킨다는데 큰 의미가 있으니까 우선 우리가 여기서 방송을 계속 하고요. If you're global citizens, if you speak in English, if you watch this in the recorded videos, we started a global campaign for Korean unification. If you go to www.one2020.org, and you can participate in the global movement. Some of you probably know about North Korea. Some of you maybe never heard about it, or some of you only know about nuclear, or the leader, the Kim's name, and maybe missiles. But please remember, there are 25 million innocent North Korean people living in the hell right now, and they're suffering every day. They're dying of hunger, they're oppressed, and they're publicly executed with the simple things like just by watching Korean dramas or trying to escape out of desperation of seeking food. North Korean people, especially a lot of women, young women, are sold sometimes for $50, $400, $200. And as you look at the pictures, there are a lot of orphans living on the street and begging food. In 1990s, there were about 3 million people died of hunger. There are still a lot of people are dying of hunger. We need to pay attention. If we don't pay attention, if we don't help them now, not only the North Korean regime will be a big threat to entire humanity and world, it is a threat to whole humanity. Every single global citizens, we deserve to be respected as a human being. We deserve to pursue happiness, freedom, and basic human rights. If anybody in the whole world cannot have them, that's crisis to humanity in the whole world, I think. So as a same human being, whether you are North Korean, South Korean, American, Canadian, Australian, Germany, African American, or African, or Asian, or Middle Eastern, it's not about what country you live in. It's about we are all human in the end. We are all human, right? And if we neglect the North Korean people, that means we're neglecting our own human rights. Hello, VICA. VICI, can you introduce yourself a little bit? Thank you for coming to our broadcast. This is our first ever broadcast for the global campaign for Korean unification. If you go to www.one2020.org, you will see our mission. And we just started like 2 days ago, so Theory, you said you want to be a global citizen, so you are a global citizen right now, right? You feel so much empathy to the boy in the picture. Yeah, we all have empathy. I think that's what the human is, right? We human is become human when we have empathy toward other human beings. If we are selfish, if we only think about ourselves, our family, our country, then, you know, our world would be very, very sad, right? Hello, your name is Vicky. I found your live stream through a search on discussion. Oh, really? Wow. Thank you for coming. So how did you search it, by the way? Because today is our first time. Actually, I did a little bit of broadcast before, but that was just testing. But this is actually the first time ever for the global campaign. So, yeah, it's a very meaningful to see, you know, you guys, because today is the beginning day. It's a very meaningful day of this global campaign. What country do you live in, if you don't mind? Do you live in the United States or Korea or other countries? You search for discussion through live filter and join accordingly to the subjects that interest me. You're very interested in North Korea. Yeah, so Theory said, we wonder where you're living. You know, oh, you live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa? Really? Iowa. Wow. The United States of America. Wow. Welcome. I live in the United States of America as well. Yeah. And I think Theory, what country do you live in? What country do you live? Yeah, so can I ask Vicky, what do you know about North Korea for now? Like, you probably watched a lot of YouTube videos and maybe read some articles or listen to the North Korean refugees, human rights activist speech, right? There are a lot of information out there on YouTube and or online overall these days. So how do you know about, like, and what made you have interest in North Korea, first of all, and what do you know about them? Oh, you're pure Korean living in Korea. You mean like South Korea, right? You're South Korean, I guess. Or are you a North Korean? Actually, so we probably could have a North Korean audience as well, because I think there are some North Koreans online as well. I saw their YouTube channels, and they have Facebook, they have I think they have websites and stuff. The citizens of North Korea are reported to be starving and in need of medical reform. Yeah, that's true. That's a part of it. Theory, you agree with you. Without aid to the citizens, they will likely starve and die, possibly die as casualties of war, right? That's true, Vicky. You know a lot, a lot about them. Actually, so being a small country that is surrounded by allies of the USA, the military complex feels the need to defend itself by means of nuclear arms, right? Many countries that surround North Korea have nuclear armaments. Nuclear weapon production and testing is a major source of contention for the USA. Right. But mostly, actually, the nuclear weapon is used to protect Kim regime, like Kim leader group, Kim regime. It's not a protection for the North Korean people, because Kim regime itself oppressed North Korean people. They let them die of hunger. They spend more money to invest weapons, weapons of massive destruction, right? WMD, or nuclear missiles, or a lot of other chemical weapons. We consider all those military spending and investment is just to protect the North Korean regime. Hi, 왕검님, 안녕하세요. Hi, welcome. So we want to think about, I think our global campaign is to raise awareness among the global citizens about North Korean people, innocent people, because so many medias are focused on nuclear issues, but we really need to focus on North Korean innocent people who's under that Kim regime, who's dying of hunger, who's oppressed, whose human rights are violated, whose freedom is taken by the regime. When they try to escape out of desperation for food, they get shot by the North Korean regime police. They get killed. It just happened a few days ago. One North Korean soldier, he tried to escape through DMZ, and the North Korean army, they shot him. And he's in hospital in South Korea. We are trying our best to save him, but he's in critical condition, which breaks my heart so much. Which it's just tragedy. We need to end this. Like, it's humanity crisis tragedy in this world. It's the worst country ever, in terms of human rights violation condition overall, right? Right. So Vicky, you know a lot of them, right? You must researched a lot, like you know the sanctions of United Nations Security Council and stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, at least you care. You try to research. You try to save North Koreans. You guys are really good people. You know. Yeah, North Korean can use internet, right? The citizens of North Korea are reported to be starving and in need of medical. Yeah. So I already read that. 와운껌님 뉴스는 전체적으로 보고 안에 들어가서 볼 시간 없었는데 제가 볼게요. 예, 제가 나중에 볼게요. 그리고 띠어리님이 또 CNN에 난 뉴스 너무너무 가슴 아픈 뉴스가 또 있었는데 그것도 아마 캠페인 여기에 올려져 있을 것 같아요. 저희 웹사이트에. Theory said, I don't understand how the poor country like North Korea can lead to nuclear weapon because they let the North Korean people suffer. So instead of feeding their own people, they use their money to invest weapons to protect their regime. Yeah, that's how they're cruel. Yeah. Do you have a working idea on how to reach a peaceful resolution with the North Korea? We actually have, you have one? We actually have 22 ideas. Yeah. Like a non-military options. It's a informational options. Informational technology options. Vicky, can you tell us what kind of option do you think it would be good? What can I say? The MC. What's your name? MC? What does that mean, MC? Vicky. If I were the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, I would surrender and lift many of the sanctions placed upon North Korea. I would then make an effort to strengthen relations. Vicky, you can't really, make a negotiation with the Buruder regime. I understand what you're saying. You wanna negotiate with them, right? And solve peacefully, but you should remember the regime itself, they are the regime is not for their people. The regime is just for regime itself. So how can we negotiate with the regime? Because they're not represented by the North Korean people. They're dictator, right? As you know, Vicky, right? As you know, they're dictator. The North Korean people are suffer because of the regime, not because of other world. We are trying to help a lot of people from all of the world, trying to help them, except the regime itself. So you should remember the fundamental difference with other country. With those kind of regime, we cannot negotiate. Right. First, the people of North Korea must be fed before all else. I know, I understand that, but United Nations try to, not United Nations, I think, maybe United Nations and some other organizations try to help when the big famine happened in 1990s. But they couldn't really help them because of the obstacle from the regime, like the Kim leader government. They couldn't really help them at all. Like they went in and they tried to help, but they actually gave up. Yeah, it's very difficult when the government is corrupted like them. Helping people is very difficult at this moment. MC name, let's say MC name. What does that mean? MC name. 여러분, MC name이 뭐죠? 그 무슨 말인지 모르겠는데요. 신변의 위험이 있을 수. 그러니까 개인 이름은 여기 라이브에서 밝히지 않으면 좋겠어요. 예, 개인 이름은 밝히지 않으면 되죠. Healthy citizens will have the psychological power to rise up against a regime full of health and nutrition. They might depose the ruling family. I understand this is based on game theory. It is a risk. Healthy citizens. I mean, that's theoretically, I think that's pretty reasonable if they become healthy and like full, right? And maybe know about the concept of freedom, human rights, and there might be a very healthy civil revolution inside the North Korea, but the problem is the society, the North Korean society is strongly controlled by the Kim regime, Kim government, and it's very difficult to raise their voice. Once they raise their voice and they get killed, not only themselves, their whole entire 3 generations of family. And also everybody has to watch each other and report, like abnormal activities. So Kim regime is known for like very, very calculated oppression to control the people. But fortunately, there are big changes in North Korea right now. Through smuggling, they watch Korean dramas, Hollywood movies, foreign movies. A lot of North Korean people are not agreeing with their government, and which is a good sign because they're learning, and there are capitalistic markets all over in the North Korea because the government cannot feed their people anymore. They don't have money to feed their people. They have money to develop weapons only, right? So they gave up feeding people. So a lot of people depend on their individuality in the capitalistic market now, which is called 장마당, Vicky. Okay. So they learn about the individualism or capitalism concept so fast, so rapidly, and they watch drama, they listen to the radio. Now they're changing. Young generations of North Korean are changing. That's why we are very optimistic about the changes and about the future collapse of North Korean government. And we can we can empower them, we can support them, we can encourage them. I think that's what it is. That's important. And we have a specific method to do that. One of them is, of course, feeding them. But how do we feed them? Do we have to feed them through the government? No, because the government is corrupted. The money, the food will not go to the people in need. We have to feed them through North Korean refugees outside of North Korea. That is the key. We have to feed inside North Koreans through outside North Korean refugees, not the government who spend all the money to their weapons, right? So Vicky said, I would like there to be no more death, no further killings in North Korea. I think that human life is worth preserving. That everyone on this earth matters. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very, very true. You know, I really appreciate when you said, because someone like you, someone like other audience, that is my hope. You know, that is our power as a global citizens. We need more people like you. More people like you, more people like Waungkom, more people like Theory who cares. So we have to raise our voice, and we have to come together. So that's why we started the global campaign, and we started a petition from global citizens. If you want to raise our voice, please join global campaign, Vicky. www.one2020.org. We have to raise our voice as a global citizens. We have to urge all the world governments, activists, organizations, and even civilians, businessmen, like anybody, like professors or anybody, to take action to support them and save 25 million North Koreans. Yeah, that's why we started this. This started the broadcast, we started the website, we started the Twitter campaign, we started the petition. So I'm really glad, you know, we found each other. So we are on the same page. 아, 사회자님. 아, 예. 북한 인권에 대한 결의안이 유엔에서 채택되자 북한에 나온 북한 외교부 장관님이 채택에 반대해서 중간에 나가셨다는. 북한 인권 결의안은 2014년도에 이제 됐었는데 아마 그 내용이 지금 뉴스에 나왔나 봐요. 예. 그게 된 지는 꽤 됐죠. 예. You have a very distinctive blueprint for unification, more than all Korean, including me. You are great, Vicky. 또 하나는 북한에서 건너온 북한군이 도움을 청하러 한국에 왔는데 총상이 심하고 영양 상태가 부족해서 옥수수가 나왔대. 옥수수도 나왔고 막 그 이상한 벌레들도 많이 나왔다면서 해충 같은 거. 소장을 잘라야 했었고 회복이 됐으면 좋겠어요. 회복이 진짜 정말 회복이 됐으면 좋겠어요. 우리 let's pray together for the North Korean refugee who just escaped a few days ago through DMZ, and he got shot by the North Korean army and he's in the hospital in South Korea, Vicky. We have to pray for him. You know, he's in critical condition. He has to, you know, he's in malnutrition. He has a lot of past what is that called, pesticide. Like he has a lot of like worms in his what is it called, intestine, like a worm pathogen. What do you say? I forgot the English word. Anyway, so he has a lot of, you know, worms in his intestine, and he in his stomach it's only like a few piece of corns, and he has to, you know, the doctor has to cut like almost 40 centimeter of their small intestine, and oh my god, you know, guys, it's just terrible. It just breaks my heart so much. And he's in the hospital in South Korea right now. And I just read the news on CNN that there is the refugees escaped through the Chinese border, but they got caught. The mother and the 4-year-old son got caught by the Chinese authority, and Chinese authority, they usually send them back to North Korea, which where they usually go to prison camp and die of hunger, or they are executed. So Chinese government is holding them at, we don't really know. According to the CNN news today, we don't know that the Chinese government are holding them, and or they sent them back already. We need to find the mother and the 4-year-old son who's so innocent, who took their risk, you know, to cross the border of China, China and North Korea, and eventually just got caught by the Chinese government agent and got handicapped and being prisoned somewhere. You know, it's just unbelievable, guys. It's just, how can we let people to be treated like this? It's just a human crisis. To, like, this is a crisis to all humanity. It's not about just North Korean. It's about global, like, all citizens. It's just, we just let this happen for over 70 years. 70 years, guys. So Vicky said to feed the refugees and then to reintroduce them into North Korean society, so that they can spread news of the outside world, is also a very effective idea, right? Even though it's extremely dangerous, but I think there are like North Korean refugees activists who cares about the remaining people inside, even though they found their freedom by escaping it. They are heroic North Korean people who are willing to do anything to save their people. So yeah, it's a very dangerous, it's very effective, it's maybe most effective ever, but it's very dangerous, because you can, if you get caught, you just become executed, right? We can't really encourage them to do so because it's very dangerous, but we can help them, you know, empower them by funding or by assist with technology, assist with information contents, assist with at least to, like, mentally supporting, you know. We can do so many things, and we really need that. We need a lot of voices. Yeah, you can join, Vicky. Yeah, that's good. So if you want to join this global campaign, please share this campaign to as many people as much as possible. One person voice, two people voice, three or four people voice is being forgotten, but 1,000 people voice, 10,000 people voice, 100,000 people voice will never be forgotten by the governments or organizations or other people, right? That's why we needed this global campaign. So many people don't know. Unfortunately, so many people don't know about this well. So many people don't care because simply they don't know. That is the issue we need to solve. If once they know, they will care. But not many people know about it. That's why we need to, you know, yeah, so we need to do this. Keyframe frequency for 4 seconds or less. Keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. I think I have to set up more effectively because the YouTube said video up is keyframe. Where is keyframe? I have to work on it after this. Okay. Is there any buffering, guys? Like, because the YouTube said bad video settings, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. The current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Note that ingestion. So I'm not sure how I set 4 keyframes. I have to work it on. I'm not good at technology, guys. You know. 사진 속 아이디 너무 말랐죠, 맞아요. Vicky, he's a man who desperately wishes to leave. I believe in his strength. I've seen the human spirit is not easily broken, but it can be made even stronger. Guys, I think 와운감님 그리고 Theory님 and Vicky, and let's you know, make this global campaign big, okay? And we really need to raise awareness, raise awareness as soon as possible. Yeah, let's pray for the man in who's in the hospital in South Korea. I really wish he can survive and he can feel the freedom. He can have a good food. South Korea has a lot of good food. We have enough food to share. South Korea, we are willing to share food with our brothers and sisters North Koreans. If you listen, if you're North Korean, please, you know, remember we were brothers and sisters before 7 years ago. We were brothers and sisters. We are willing to share our food. We have enough food, more than enough food. In South Korea, we are willing to share our food. We will help you. We will, you know, save you to have freedom. And we will do our best. We don't agree with the military attack. We don't agree with the violence solution. We will help you with other effective, smart, wise ways. And there are a lot of good people out there try to save you. So please, you know, just hang in there. And we also need to pray for the family, the mother and the 4-year-old son who got held in the prison of Chinese government or North Korean government prison. I mean, there is no internet. Probably you cannot use internet in North Korea, but if you can hear this message, we will save you. And I would like to say this to all 25 million North Koreans, whether you're hiding in China Chinese border, and whether you're suffering, even if you're in the freedom country like United Kingdom, Germany, or Canada, Australia, United States, and South Korea, other country, even if you have freedom, you're suffering emotionally, mentally because of your families in North Korea, I would like to say all this to all of you, that we care about you. And we want to help you. So everybody, please, raise our voice, and let's make this voice stronger and bigger and bigger. And then we really urge, all the world's governments to take action. Serious take action, not just talk, just action. We need action, Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. You are a hero. We need a lot of heroes in this world, especially for North Koreans. We need all of you, So unfortunately I have a job as well. So it's time for me to go to work, but I'm gonna keep doing live broadcast every day, usually this time, every day. So please subscribe my channel, and let's come together and raise our voice, and let's make this global campaign big and strong, and we can win over a dictator. We can win over cruel people with our peaceful voice, and with our spirit, right? As Vicky said, spirit. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and it's really encouraging me to keep doing this as well. So yeah, let's meet together, okay? Again, thank you guys. Thank you.